Also, big up Blood Clot John Geiger. Big up John Geiger. You guys know how much I love my John Geiger 004s. Well, John Geiger's taking a break from dropping more 004s and he's dropping this really fucking cool new eras. Essentially taking the inspiration from the Misplaced checks, that phenomenal kind of, you know, the thing that I think put John Geiger on a map, which was when he took the Air Force One high and added multiple swooshes and different luxurious leather materials onto the side, which I think was a genius move. I was actually surprised he never got a Nike deal off the back of that, but hey, we move. But that shoe did fucking numbers. The all white high top, the black high top, like I remember wanting that shoe so fucking bad when it originally dropped. Well, he's taken that and kind of copied the same kind of ethos, design, methodology to the Newera collaborations by kind of replicating the logo of a new era a dozen times on the front, which is a really simple thing to do, but no one else did it, and he's fucking killing it, and it's going to be dropping very, very soon. So this is courtesy of Hypebeast. It says John Geiger's Misplaced series collab with Lids, the official full circle moment. Sorry, it says I haven't been asked where I'm from for a long time, and I think it's practically because I'm always wearing a Pittsburgh hat. Big up John Geiger. A toothy grin spreading across his face. Geiger may split the lion's share of the time between Tampa Bay and Puerto Rico these days, but he's still okay. He lives in Puerto Rico. Okay, I wonder, is he living there for tax purposes? Is he friends with Jake Paul and them, man? I don't know, lives in, or maybe his missus is from there. There's always at least one black and yellow garment or footwear or colorway in his Opinions brand's drops, and the frequent presence of Pirates, Penguins, and Steelers games. Now the Steel Kid turned leader of a thriving independent brand, having what may be his most grand homecoming yet, a collaboration with MLB, New Era, and Lids that sees him bring his signature Misplaced ethos, think boldly stacked repeatedly logos, besides his Pirates on offering, and also offering the spotlight to the Marins, the Rays, the Phillies, the Mets, the White Sox, the Cardinals, the Angels, and the Rangers. All this tripled up, tightly stacked logos. By the way, this is sick. I don't think it's a New York. I'm surprised if it's MLB. Why there's not a New York Yankees one? That will do numbers. Longtime fans of Geiger's work know that the Misplaced ethos dates back to the early work of the shoe surgeon on bespoke Misplaced check Air Force Ones. Oh, I thought John Geiger didn't. Okay, so I didn't know that he worked in collaboration with a shoe surgeon to produce those Misplaced check forces, and now the shoe surgeon is in court, right? He's being sued by Nike. God damn, look how their fucking careers kind of splintered, isn't it? Pretty wild. Okay, I didn't know the shoe surgeon was helping fucking what's his face, you know, do the business on the shoe and shit. Big up John Geiger, man. Good to see. Longtime fans, products and designers notes that his collaborations open his eyes to a widespread appeal of aesthetic. Working with Liz on this project helped me to see that the Misplaced series is almost like a universal branding at this point. Agreed. I agree with that. But before we continue our conversation, the pause is necessitated. This is the first time I've seen everyone in the hats on, says Geiger. The capture the screenshot of a video chat, which is a watch with repeated logos. Yeah, I think when these hats drop, they're gonna do numbers. People are gonna be flipping these hats like bricks of cocaine. Honestly, I swear, these are gonna do numbers. People are gonna put themselves through college with these hats, bro. People are gonna probably put a down payment on a fucking Tesla with these hats. People are gonna be able to afford a dozen eggs when they resell these hats. I bet you. Talk us through the collab. How did it come together? Did you know what you wanted to do right away when the opportunity presented itself? He said, funnily enough, I had this hat design sitting for a while and was just waiting for the right opportunity to bring it to life. That and hoping that I wouldn't see something similar in the meantime. When the time came, the only thing we had to do was to get the teams on board. Initially, the teams that were going to be included in the capsule were going to be the teams where I lived, in Pittsburgh, New York, Los Angeles, Tampa Bay. Then it just grew from there. Okay, pretty much. Big up FXNC, I guess, function. Yankees only let a few brands use their branding. Okay, cool. So that's probably why they haven't used it. Okay, fair play. Big up you, my guy. Thank you for the info. Altered placement and repetition of logos have been a big part of your design ethos, dating back for the bespoke. It started out so small. When I was working at the Darryl Revis and Nike on the Zoom Revis, I got the idea to create a small run of custom Air Force Ones. Oh, really? He helped to design the Darrell Revis. So he's worked with Nike before. I didn't know that. Okay. To be fair, I don't even know what the Revis shoe is. What is a Zoom Revis? Oh, really? He worked on that shoe? Huh. Interesting. Not for me. It's kind of an ugly basketball shoe, but it kind of looks like a Trainer One inspired type of shit. It's got Flywire design on it. I remember Flywire. That was actually pretty decent in terms of foot stability, right? Okay, big up, John Geiger. He's new. He's not new to this. I got the idea to craft a small run of custom Air Force Ones with overlapping checks, and the name Misplaced checks name came from the nickname of the swooshes in Pittsburgh's called Nike checks, as well as a bit of a play on the fact that I received a consulting checks from Nike at the time. Then a few years later, I will stack the overlap on my brand's JG watermark logo on the products. There was a period when I started to feel like the ethos was played out, and I didn't want to keep using it. But every time I would work with somebody on a collab, they want to do it, which changes my perspective as I realized I had become our signature. I've got to say, I was surprised that nobody had done it. And that's true. I'm surprised too. I'm not going to lie. It's such an easy logo to do. I feel like people have done the upside down thing on MLB, NBA logo hats and shit, but I haven't seen the repeated logos done just yet. So it goes to show the simplest ideas are usually the ones that are not the easiest to do, or not the ones that people do the quickest, you know? So big up John Geiger for that one. I keep using it. I've got to say I was surprised that nobody had done it with MLB logos because it looks so right, and some of the logos and branding. But working with Liz on this project helped me to see that the Misplaced series is almost like a universal branding at this time. Exactly. I definitely agree with that one. Oh, the Florida Marlins one looks hard. Oh, the Florida Marlin one looks hard, man. That looks really good. The Jersey one also looks really good. The Pittsburgh one also looks good. Yeah, that looks kind of hard. These hats are going to do fucking numbers, man. They are going to be the hottest thing on the streets. The certificates of the Pirates had people to Pittsburgh. What does it mean to them? What does it represent? Let me just say it like this. I haven't been asked where I come from in a long time, and I think it's partly because I'm always wearing Pittsburgh hat. I've been wearing a Pirates hat almost exclusively since 2014. Before that, Don C would send me a lot of Just Don hats from a bunch of teams, and after that, a snapback first era ended, I made a conscious decision to represent Pittsburgh. It started with a bunch of different sports teams. To be fair, that's true. I do remember him always wearing Just Don hats back in the day, the ones with that snapback hats with the leather strap. I actually remember he played a big part in their success. I'm not gonna lie. I remember him always wearing them. But gradually I just started wearing more and more Pirates hats, especially as I grew closer with the organization. I always joke that I don't have the keys to the city, but I have the keys to all the sports stadiums. Hilarious. But the fact that I got to rep the 3 different eras of Pirates in this collaboration, from the Robert Clemente era hats to the red brim hats of the early 2000s, which were exclusive to our pop-up in Pittsburgh, and the current caps of the most meaningful moments of my career. They'd be full circle moment, he says. Absolutely. One of my closest must-haves is the 800 Pirates hats. As soon as I get a little bit sweaty, I swap out with a fresh one. It's crazy to know. It's crazy to now have my own Pirates hats in there. UN Pirates hats are like Dr. Dre and Air Force Ones. Exactly. Another standout collection is the duo of the Marlin hats. Exactly, yeah. That Florida Marlin hat looks fucking good, bro. Ooh, I need that shit. Look at that. That looks fucking awesome. Standout is the Florida Marlins hat, which makes use of the older logo that the team used when inception 1993 until they rebranded the Miami Marlins in 2012. What drove you to choose that logo? It's both that it's a classic logo and Miami feels like a second home to me. I lived out there 2 times and go back to Art Basel every year. We did 2 colorways because we wanted one, the teal, to be a Miami exclusive, and the same way the red brimmed Pirates hat was to Pittsburgh. What team do you think has the most underrated hats? Man, I love the old Marlins logo, so I'd have to say the Marlins or the Tampa Bay Rays. Their hats and the founding team to now have always been so solid. Okay, I love it. It looks really good. Can't wait to see them when they eventually drop. They're gonna be the hottest things on the streets when they do end up dropping. So big up John Geiger. Love to fucking see it. Big up blood clot John Geiger.